Alright, so this is my first video that I'm going to be uploading. I'm getting kind of signs from the cards and from the universe in regards to the idea that I should be putting myself and my practices out there a little bit more. So, just going to answer and see what I can do, see where it goes. So to start, this is one of many practices that I like to engage in. One of my favorites is the idea of reading tarot cards. This particular deck is by MJ Cullinane. It's the Crow Tarot. I'll put a link. I think you can get them on Amazon still. I'll put a link in the somewhere so you can access if you're interested in purchasing this particular deck. I have a number of decks, but this one is my particular favorite. This particular deck, when she made this, all the artwork is inspired by and based on the original Rider-Waite tarot deck. So anybody who's involved in like the traditional tarot reading or anything from the Rider-Waite deck, this correlates with that pretty nicely. Again, I've only been doing this for a year, so from what I've understood, this is and from what I've researched, this is a pretty decent deck. So to start, I'm just going to shuffle up the cards a little bit. I always do a little ritual before I read the cards, a little bit of cleansing of energies. I've got some white sage burning here. It's one of my favorites. Does a nice job of eliminating any negative energies, setting the stage. Smells really nice, so that's one of my favorites there. I have other things that I do, such as I've got a Tibetan singing bowl that I use. Again, most of the little practices are just to clear the space, clear the energy, and give a kind of a neutral, more positive standpoint to read the cards from. Helps with eliminating any confusion. I just find it makes for a better space for reading. There's a lot of different spreads you can do. Some involve many multiples of cards. You can go as far as just doing one card. My favorite one, though, that I've been doing so far is I enjoy the 3-card spread. Pretty simple, pretty quick read, but it involves 3 cards. The first one is kind of going to focus on the main issue, kind of the where your energy might be stuck, where your focus needs to be, what the main issue in your life is that the universe wants you to focus on. The second card, which goes here to the left, that card is going to be what the universe wants to give you in order to help with the main issue. So it's what your issue is, what the universe wants to give in order to help. But for sake of balance, there's also a card in regards to what the universe wants you to give. Because we need balance in our life. We need to ensure that we are giving as much as we're getting, and getting to get as much as we give. So we've got the 3 cards. The main issue, what the universe wants to give you, and what the universe wants from you in order to work through this issue. So getting right into it. The first card that I've pulled is the Moon, in its reverse. Again, I'm not really good at reading the cards. So far I've done a lot of work with this. I also have an additional Crow Tarot book. This is by her as well, and we can use this to get some deeper understanding of the cards. For the sake of this practice, I'm just going to use the little booklet that comes with it, so you can kind of see what you can get from the book. So this is the Moon. It is the what is that? I'm still not good at reading Roman numerals. 18th card in the Major Arcana. So just go to the 18, find the Moon. And each card, especially like in the deck, each card has an element that goes with it. The moon card, the element is water, and it says the key words are dreams and nightmares, shadow self, subconscious, and deception. Now, I'm going to do this reading for whoever is watching these videos. This is not for me. This is not something that I'm going to get a lot from for myself personally. This is just something that I wanted to put out there, see if anyone was interested, and give you kind of an idea of what the universe might be possibly trying to tell you. So the keywords are dreams and nightmares, shadow self, subconscious, and deception. So it says, in a dreamlike state, the crow rests on a branch starting at the moon as it reflects the darker side of herself, her dark side. Below the crow, there is a pond, which represents a subconscious mind with a caged raven symbolizing her wild side that she attempts to restrain. It is the part of herself that she tries to conceal because it invokes feelings of shame. The moon illuminates areas where we project our insecurities. In doing so, we fall victim to our own harmful powers that may have infiltrated the psyche. Sit by the light of the moon and travel inward to find areas where fear and anxiety have taken control. The moon asks, what are you concealing? Learning to recognize and accept all the parts of our being, even components that may be considered weaknesses, is essential for being whole. And it does give you the reverse meaning. Some people do these, some people don't. Just for your own sake, I'm going to read the reverse meaning as well. The moon reverse could signal a time where you release yourself from the bondage of fear and see your life in a brighter, more positive light. May also suggest a time of heightened psychic abilities. So one of the things that I actually really enjoy about tarot, and this card is interesting. It's the perfect card to bring up the this aspect of things. A lot of people think that tarot is, to tell your future or to give you answers and what you should or shouldn't do. I find that the tarot cards, more often than not, are more focused on the subconscious, more focused on, as it says here, on your darker side, that aspect of who you are that you're maybe not wanting to visit or not wanting to acknowledge. But like the card says, you need to acknowledge every part of yourself in order to be a whole person. You can't just acknowledge the things that you like, because if you're ignoring the things that you don't like, you're not working on yourself. You're not building on your personhood. And so this is a great card for that aspect. Is it's just kind of pointing you towards that idea that maybe some of your issues are stemming from the idea that you're not recognizing every part of yourself, that you're scared, or that you're uncertain of not only what you're going to think, but what other people are going to think of you as well, if you were to open up and be who you truly are. And that is scary, but it's a necessary process. It's a slow process, but it's definitely necessary in order to feel complete, I guess. So that's the moon card. The next card that they're going to give you, that the universe wants to give you, this is the Queen of Pentacles. So the idea, like I said, with this card is that this is what the universe wants to give you in order to help with this. So we know the main issue, and then the universe wants to give you is the Queen of Pentacles. So if we go to the Queen of Pentacles, I believe it's near the end here. Here we go. It's the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen has come to offer you loving energy. She is quintessential mother, always at the ready to provide soul-soothing comfort that comes from her heart. Don't mistake her kindness and compassion for frailty. She is one tough bird who will do whatever it takes to ensure that those around her are well cared for. The Queen of Pentacles brings security and balance to the situation, igniting powerful feminine energy that can handle it all. When this card comes to you, take a moment and bask in the love and security this merciful crow is offering you. This is a really good card to kind of pair with this one, with the message that this was giving, because a lot of times the thing that we're not willing to give ourselves is compassion and understanding and love. We get to a point where we see those things, we're starting to delve into those parts of us that we're not wanting to acknowledge, and we kind of open the door a bit and we look in and we kind of slam the door and we say, nope, that's not for me. I'm not doing that today. The Queen of Pentacles is saying it's okay. It's okay to open that door, and it's okay to be scared of what you're going to see, because we've been hiding those things for a long time. We've been telling ourselves that, that's not us, or we can't open that door. We can't let those things out. It's kind of like a Pandora's box. We're worried that if we open the door, that we're not going to be able to control what comes out of it. But the Queen of Pentacles is saying that she's offering that loving energy. She's saying, I'm going to give you the ability to be okay with who you are. It's not going to be comfortable. It might not be the best feeling in the world, but it's there to give you that loving energy to help you through those moments where you're not sure what you think or what you should do in regards to what's coming out of the darkness. I really like that card. So again, at the end it says, when this card comes to you, just take a moment to bask in the love and security that this merciful crow is offering you. That's what the universe wants to give you. It wants to give you the ability to love yourself. But again, it doesn't only want to give you something, it also wants something from you. It would be too easy if it were to just give you what you need and fix your problems. It's not what the universe does. What the universe does is it gives you something, but it also gives you the opportunity to work on yourself and to put some effort into things, so that when you get results, they're growth-based results, as opposed to something that you've just received and you haven't worked for. So what the universe wants from you in regards to this reading, to work on this problem, again, it's the idea of getting into your darkness, getting into those parts of you that you don't necessarily want to experience or want to acknowledge or admit exist. What it wants from you to work on that is the Six of the Six of Wands. It's the Six of Wands. So again, going into the little guidebook here, I'm going to go into the Wands, which is the first in the book. It's the first section, after you get through the major arcana, but we'll delve into that another time. The Six of Wands, right here. And you can see the imagery on the card here. And it says, high atop the ladder of 6 wands, perched in the center of a laurel wreath, the crow bathes in the light of the sun, symbolizing victory. The flock of crows below offers a respect and admiration. This crow comes to you as an acknowledgement of your hard work and brings an encouraging message. Not only will you find success in your future endeavors, you will also garner the respect and admiration of others. So I would actually look at this card as both what you need to give and what you're going to get card. Because that's the reality of nature, is that the effort that you put into something is going to be in direct correspondence to the effort or the results that you're going to get from that effort. May not always feel like it, but even a small action, a small move forward can have a huge impact on who you are and what you, I guess, how you respond to life in general. So with this particular card, again, it's showing you kind of at the top there, and the crows are at the bottom, and they're offering their respect and admiration. But I think what the card is saying here is that you just need to put in the work. He's being admired by the other crows. He's being respected, but respect and admiration doesn't just happen. And if it does, it's not real. He's put in the work. He's put in the effort. He's put in the time that it takes in order to get to the place where he can be respected by other crows. And I think that's the other thing that this whole thing is pointing towards, is that we're afraid of putting ourselves out there. I know myself, this is outside of my wheelhouse, the idea of opening this up and putting it onto the internet, that my practices and my I guess you could say lack of abilities, because I'm still reading from a book. I don't actually know the tarot cards as well as I could. But the universe has been kind of telling me that I need to put myself out there, and even with my ineptitude, even with my inability to read the cards without opening the little guidebook, it was telling me that I need to do the work. I need to put myself out there and just see where it can go. And I'm hoping that it has a good response. I'm hoping that this reading, this first reading that I've done, it reaches at least a few people and gives you the ability to, I don't know, open up and work on yourself in ways that you've been wanting to, but you haven't had the ability to. This has been really fun. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really hoping that I can get some good response, and I'll maybe put some more videos out there. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and in whatever your practices are, if you work with tarot cards or work with crystals, or if you're just wanting to get into this, I'm hoping in the future this is going to become a place that people can get together and see some things that that might resonate with them. Again, thanks so much, and have a blessed day.